Okay, so we are live. I need to unstock it. Today I'm using this new software that I tried because I wanted to go live in all the social media softwares and I mean apps and everything. Okay, I'm super excited today. We are live for a bigger purpose today, right? Please confirm me if video is correct. Can you listen and see me clearly? Just type yes. I will check on the platforms if you can. Okay, just type quickly if you can hear me and see me clearly. Okay, I got it on one of the platforms. Wonderful. Thank you, Prudvi. Okay, fantastic. So now the topic reads, if you would have seen, I was planning to go live yesterday, but I thought I was planning to only go live inside the Facebook group, and then I thought, why not to go live on all the platforms? And that's when I decided to, use this another software. It's called OneStream. So seems like it's working perfectly fine. Now, let's come to the topic. If you have seen, the topic is I am completely, confining myself. I'm going on a complete solitude for another 163 days. By this, it means that I will be confining myself to one room, and the only goal would be to generate 40 lakh rupees in next 163 days using an initial capital of 1 lakh rupees, right? That's something which I would be doing, which also means that, when I say I'll be confining myself to this one room, means I will not be taking any holidays for next 163 days, and 163 days ends on 30th September 2024. And I'll also, tell you the reasons why I'm doing this. Stay tuned. I really want you to stay tuned here for another 15-20 minutes. I don't know for how long it will go, right? So the thing it means is, I'll be mostly working and sleeping in one room. Those two things are going to be happening. My house is like, I have, ground floor wherein mostly we have the kitchen and we live there, and that's we have the first floor wherein I have set up my office. So the first floor where I am right now, that would be the office, right? And that's one room that I have selected, which is this one, and I'm confining myself to this room for another 163 days, which means up to 30th September 2024. And the goal is to generate 40 lakh rupees of revenue using an initial capital of 1 lakh, right? If I right now show you my bank account, I have transferred, I'm using this one account of Kotak Mahindra. I just transferred 1 lakh into this, and that's the capital which I'm using, for the business purpose. If you can see, I don't know if it is visible, don't steal my details, right? Yeah, if you can see here, it says, here it says 1 lakh, right? I have rounded it to 1 lakh. Now, It also means I won't be watching any TV. Definitely, I have not kept any TV in this particular room. I won't be watching Netflix or the mobile or something. I won't be, indulging into politics, which is right now the hot thing going on. I won't be. I will be staying away from IPL, which is again something which most of the people are getting distracted from politics and IPL. This is what is going on right now. I'll be cutting off myself from all these things. I'll be restricting my discussions or family matters. Why I say restricting? Because there might be certain involvement I would have to be in the family discussions, but 99% of the times I'll be restricting myself, because the only goal right now is what I told you. That should be my prime thing here. And now let's come to the major thing of why I am doing this. How many of you are excited to know that why I am doing this? Just type excited in the chat box wherever you are. If you are watching me on Instagram, if you're watching me on Facebook group, if you're watching me on YouTube, if you're watching me inside Facebook profile, anywhere, just type excited. If you really want to know why I am doing this, Rahul, we understood what you are doing, but why the hell are you doing this, right? Now there are two major reasons. I've written this time, I'm going live with notes. Can you imagine? I generally don't write notes, but I wanted to go it like smoother. So two things, two bigger reasons of why I am doing this. Number one reason is I want to work with full focus, right? I want to work with full focus inside my business, because what I've seen is, distractions is something which everyone has, right? We all have these distractions, and we know that if we focus on our goal, it will be definitely achieved. But the problem is our mind gets occupied with so many distractions. So this is when I decided, why not to cut off with maximum distractions whatever possible, and I'll now be confined to just this PC, and the mobile phone. Definitely something which I cannot avoid is Facebook, Instagram, which is the biggest distraction. But because it's, I have to use this for my business purposes, so that's the only reason. Else I would have definitely put that condition too. But yes, maximum distractions I have eliminated. So this 163 days, it started yesterday. I wanted to go live yesterday from 21st April till 30th September 2024. Don't ask me why I chose 163 days. I don't know. Don't ask me why I chose 40 lakh goal. I don't know. It just came to me. I just wrote it down, because I also want to prove myself that whatever I decide, if I put my full focus and I conceive it, I believe it, definitely I will achieve it. Simple as that. I didn't do any calculations, because if I would have sat down and did some calculations here, definitely those calculations would have come from some of the assumptions in my mind. So I wanted to push my limits. So that's why I thought, let me go with this big goal of 40 lakhs. And 30th September is what came in my mind, and that's how I arrived at this goal, right? So if somebody is, I'm not checking the comments right now, if somebody asked me this, I just answered you. So the first reason is full focus for myself. I wanted to eliminate all the distractions. Second biggest reason, more than this, is I want to prove to you, whoever is watching this, I'm sure you are an entrepreneur. I want to prove you that any freaking damn thing is possible if you focus 100% to one thing. Any damn thing is possible. If you have not been earning any revenue from last few months, or very less revenue, trust me, you lack focus, right? You lack focus. Definitely clarity is the another thing, but because you don't have focus, nothing else is coming together. You have to start with the focus, right? So these two things is why I am doing this, right? Now coming to the conditions, I'm sure you would be excited, Rahul. What please explain more what you will be doing in these days and what you will not be doing. And definitely I'll also tell you, how I am planning that 40 lakh goal. Okay. Now, conditions to the solitude zone that I'll be putting myself is what not I have to do, right? What all things I will not do. Number one, I would only, uh, you know, I will only focus on business, and I will eliminate all the distractions. That's one thing. I would not be watching TV, Netflix. I'll not be taking any holidays. Usually, I used to keep one day for a holiday, which used to be Tuesday, but I will be working on that day too. No party, no vacations, or any such distraction. Number three, I would mostly confine myself to one room where I would sleep and work. So this is how it will be going on, right? Now, what all things I can do, right? It's I'm not in a jail, right? Because if I would be in jail, definitely this will break me down, and I'm chasing a goal, right? I'm not proving that I can stay for 163 days in one room. That's not the goal. The goal is to focus. And definitely one thing can come in my way is, uh, you know, the burnout, right? Burnout is something which I have to prevent. I have to stay calm in this. So to stay calm and keep my body healthy, what I will do now the things is, I would definitely exercise regularly, which I do. I'll be going to MMA classes. I will continue that, right? The second thing is, I would also go on a walk if I am tired, and because I want to protect myself for burnouts, as I'm not taking any holidays in these 163 days, which means I have to stay calm, right? I have to sometimes even give rest to my eyes, right? So to prevent burnouts, I will definitely go out for a walk. I might, take rest in between, and all these things I would be doing, right? Third is, I would spend some time with my family and kid, but it would be at a minimal level. uh, it won't be, as I told you, I would be preventing distractions, so there won't be interactions happening at a bigger level. Obviously, this thing has been done in consignment with my family, right? If you choose such thing, don't go against your family and do all these things, right? Because the goal is to set everything right. You cannot destroy your relationships and create your business, right? So yeah, I have kept that in mind. Now, coming to the goal again, goal is to reach 40 lakhs with an initial capital of 1 lakh. As I showed you, I have put this 1 lakh separately into a bank account, right? And whatever expense will happen towards Facebook ads, towards appointment setter, towards video editing, or any such thing happening will be taken out from this 1 lakh. And this is also, I want to prove why I kept 1 lakh. First I was thinking to keep a 2 lakh capital for this. Then I thought, if I keep a 2 lakh capital for this, obviously, when I have kept this is the initial capital. I'm showing you that, let's say I'm starting the business right now. So 1 lakh is something I have kept as a capital for this business, right? Now, this 1 lakh I have to spend very cautiously. If I consume this 1 lakh and I don't earn anything, which means game is dead, which means I lost in that game, right? So I have to make sure that I cautiously use this 1 lakh into ad spends, into giving money to video editors or appointment setter or any other person, any such business expense, right? So earlier I was thinking to keep it 2 lakh. Then I thought, no, let me restrict it to 1 lakh. I also want it to play cautiously, and I also wanted to show you guys that it can be done with a capital of 1 lakh, right? Sounds great. Now, what else? Yeah, so let's come to the resources. What all things I already have, right? What all things I already have. The first is my GHL subscription, Go High Level. Basically, it's a CRM. I can host courses on that. I can create funnels in it, and multiple other things. So I don't, I have all the resources. So that's one thing. I would definitely, yeah, I have offers. I have a high ticket offer ready with me, which is tested and proven. I have a mid ticket offer, and I have a low ticket offer, right? I have these three things to sell, which means I won't be creating things here. I already have these things, right? Then I have resources like I have an appointment setter. I know whom to reach if I have to get my videos edited. I know whom to reach if I have get my graphics designed. So all these things I have the resources, right? Number 4, very important thing, extremely important, which most of the people lack, is I have a mentor. Right? I have a mentor who will definitely guide me in this process. uh, so I have kept that mentor so that I again focus is the thing, right? uh, so yeah, so all these things. Now let's understand, by the end of this 163 days, what will happen. 3 cases can only happen by the end of the 163 days. 3 scenarios. Maybe I would hit exact 40 lakhs, right? Maybe I will exceed the 40 lakhs goal. Yeah, can be. Or maybe I can fall short of that 40 lakhs goal, right? Anything can happen, it's life. uh, in the things that are in my control, I would definitely control that. The things that are not in our control, we cannot control them, definitely. But irrespective of this monetary output, I'm sure that this journey of 163 days, and I'm super excited for this journey, let me tell you, and I'm sure this journey will teach me a lot, and it will make me a better person than who I am right now, a very better version of myself, right? A better human, right? Now, two things which definitely I'm going to achieve in this 163 days. Monetary, output is still very small when it comes to these two things. The first is I will learn to remain focused on one goal for a long amount of time. That is something which will come to me as a natural thing, right? Because I know how much distractions I have in my life, right? And I'm sure you would also be suffering with those things. So the number one thing I will definitely be expert in is focus. I don't know if you follow the monk called Dandapani. He always talks about focus. So I love his thing. He only talks about focus and focus, and I was so impressed with him, and that's also one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, right? To increase my focus. And this, obviously, the contrary to this, complementary to this is I will learn to control distractions. What happens is sometimes you have this urge, let me just pick my phone and check the Instagram, let me just do this, let me just do that, let me just have a smoke, or let me just do these distractions pull you. In these 163 days, I'm sure I will learn to control these distractions, and these two things, I would be so proud to see myself after 163 days, right? So that's it, guys. And I'm super excited. I have already started my journey yesterday. And yeah, one more thing, I'll be documenting my complete journey. And I will also be sharing the snippets of it after every 15 days. Why I'm not doing it daily? Because I have to stay focused. I also have to achieve this goal. So I will not be wasting my time in posting these things. I will definitely record these things and keep it inside my separate album in my phone. And that's how it will go, right? So that's it, guys. Stay tuned, and love you all. And I'm super excited for this. And yes, let's do this. Yeah. Cheers.